and what's the future of the Hyundai about design, and if you can tell us something about the mechanics, because you are making a lot of new engines, new gearbox, and I think you are spending a lot of money on R&D about it, because probably is one of the area that in which you are less
concerning mechanics. On the one hand, I think we are pretty good and maybe quite a bit ahead concerning hydrogen powertrain. We are the first company that has a hydrogen-driven production car.
Yes. Yeah.
So this shows that there is a lot of ambition on this field, and that we are quite advanced. And also in EVs, like on the Kia side, the Soul EV has won a comparison against the BMW i3. And it's also faster. It's also faster than and I think there is a high awareness in Hyundai now, and that we will put a lot of attention to more, concerning the performance, as well in fuel consumption, but also in actual performance. So we are hiring, for example, someone from coming from BMW to support, which you might probably know, this kind of thing. And so, the N brand, this is something that is under very sincere development at the moment. So those are things which are great to hear from me also as a designer, because it's, design is not only about the shape, it's about improving the product, making the product better. And
it's the first thing that the people know about you, the design. It's obviously the first thing.
But for me, it's not. This design is not only about the shape. It's about the whole thing, and it's about the whole company also. The brand.
Ok. Come si dice? Il design è percezione. Il design è
perception.
Design
means perception.
Design means
perfection or perceptive.
Perfection.
Perfection or perception is what you can touch, also is not only what you can see.
The first approach.
Perceived quality things, when you touch something, and the way you sit in the car, and these things are very important.
Okay.
And even today we have an example. Even the smell or the sounds in a car, like the soundtrack for the whole installation was done by one of our sound engineers from R&D, or from this team. And I think this also shows how much attention we give to this kind of things, and how important this is, and it shows a bit about the creativity of the company.
Okay. Now you are really stronger in B segment, C segment, but what's the future about in Europe, about sporty car, or if there are possibility to have something more than the Veloster because you are working a lot in the sport area with WRC, and so probably you.
As I said before, we are. There is a lot of attention at the moment to more sporty cars, to the N brand, cars with more performance, and I think we need, and we want to work on more emotional cars, cars that attract people and want to have effect. And I also think, this question comes up very often about the sporty car, sports car roads, the convertible. Something I'd love to do, as a designer I love to do, and we have to see. Maybe it takes a little more time, but one day I don't give up until we have one.
Okay.
One day we will have something.
But do you ever think about Formula One or something like this?
Well, it's not my.
It's not your area, obviously. Okay. And about design, what's the future about the car? Does the hydrogen car or electric car can modify how you design a car?
It depends. It depends on the package and on the size of the engine, the size of the fuel tank,
The batteries.
you know. If you only have electricity and nothing else, no more combustion engine as a secondary engine or whatever, then you can also change the package, the actual proportion. But other than that, the question to me often is, does it need to look different? You know, a Tesla is an electric car, but it's just a good-looking car.
Yeah, it looks like a normal car.
It can look different. It doesn't need. I think what for me is always important is the freedom that we have as car designers to make different products, and this kind of technologies probably also help to make more differentiation.
Okay.
When you look at design sculpture in motion, what a designer like you see in it?
Well, I see a lot of things. For me, it's first of all, I think it's a statement from Hyundai to not only be a cold car manufacturer. You know what I mean? So that Hyundai also cares a lot about culture and arts, and we support art. We also sponsor the ACMA in Los Angeles and the Paint Modern in London. And I think that it's great to work for a company that this allows this kind of freedom, because this is also something that makes people internally very proud, and I think it's a statement of the greatness of the company. And you know, you can look at an object like this in a lot of different angles, and many people say it's about fluidic sculpture, but this is, for me, it's not the point. I mean, this is car design and this is art. These are different things. And for me, this is more also a way how you can see the whole company, how you can see the brand developing, you know, the process, how the company moves. Always, it's a constant changing process, a constant movement. And it also shows how the different people or the different teams, the different departments are connected and how they work together. And you can only create a movement if you work together, and everybody does their own thing. It doesn't work. You destroy the whole system. And this, for me, is also a symbol like that. So there's a lot of ways you can look at it.
What is the inspiration for a designer like you? And
everything. It's architecture or art, or music, things that are going on in like sports gear or whatever.
And how difficult is to make a car that people like all over the world? It's really difficult because Chinese are different than an Italian, or is different than a Canadian or an American.
My answer is always this.
Okay, you are connected to all the people.
No.
No?
How difficult this is to make a telephone that attracts people in China and in America and in Europe and in... This is the answer to your question.
But it's different than a car.
No, why?
It's something that you can change when you want.
But
a car, it's difficult to change in an year.
They don't change it.
No, okay, but it's difficult. If I don't like it anymore, I can change it.
different philosophy.
A car is different.
It's the same with
A
the
car,
car.
I have to
You feel in love with the car.
Your argument is not. I think that I mean, really, what is this? Is this an American product made for the American market? Is it a Chinese product?
Product
made
by
in
Chinese.
China? What is it? But it's attractive all over the world. You don't need to make one that has a big crown around for the Chinese market.
Yeah.
It just it's the function.
It's the same.
And it's the same. And with cars, it's a little bit the same also. There are different demands on different markets. In America, if they want big cars, they want SUVs, things like this, pickup trucks or whatnot. In Europe, you need a wagon or convertible maybe, or a lot of 5-door smaller cars. In Asia, in China, in Korea, you have a lot of sedans. But finally, the actual taste of, I think for me it's important for the brand. A BMW also looks the same in America and in China.
Yeah.
They are not different, and this is what makes a BMW. And this is where I want to go, where I want to come with Hyundai also. This is premium.
At the same point.
Then you reach the premium level, that you are a respected brand.
Is it possible to make a premium brand with Hyundai?
You know,
May I? Oh.
Is it possible to make a premium brand with a brand like Hyundai for you?
I think a big part of Hyundai is premium. There is a lot of
Which
cars
part?
like cars that are maybe not coming to the European market so much, but cars like the Ecus, the Genesis,
the
they're
biggest.
premium cars. And I
Also
I
the
think
Santa Fe is a
compared
premium
to,
car for.
yeah, also, yeah. And I think also concern, as you know, Hyundai is a volume brand, but
Yes.
if we give a certain premium feeling and a premium quality, kind of, or near premium quality, also to the small cars, we are ahead of the others, and I think this is the important point.
Okay.
Of course, you cannot make an i10 like Aston
Aston
Martin
Martin,
Cygnus.
Aston
Yeah,
Martin
obviously.
Cygnus,
Of
yes.
course not.
But what are the biggest difference between a Kia and between a Hyundai?
Well, both are volume brands, and I think Kia is a bit more the younger challenger. They're like, maybe if you want to say about the designer brand in a way, and Hyundai is more elegant. It's more also from the way the history came. You know, Hyundai is the mother company. It's more the classic. It's like it's a Korean Mercedes. You know, they started making cars in Korea, and later bought Kia. And I think, but it's very important that we do have the two brands, because then they are competing with each other, and it makes both stronger.
Okay.
In the end.
Okay.
You know, because this constant competition is, if there is only one brand, they probably go like this, but if there is another one, they try,
Yeah. Okay, for me,
It's just one question, Mr. Schreyer, coming from me. What you said before, this is the
Yeah.
answer. You are answering like this because you are the one and only chief design officer, European chief design officer of an Asian brand. So you have what we call it global view,
Yeah.
or
Maybe yes, but also I'm provocating also.
Yeah,
provocating
obviously,
you a
obviously.
little bit, because people always say and think, okay, for the Chinese you need to make
more chrome, more lights.
and all this, and it's completely different to what everyone. I think it is important to respect the markets and to understand what people need.
to produce for the market.
Not what they want, because people don't know what they want really. Especially they don't know what they want in 3 years. Because we only what we make is what they want in 3
Yes.
years. But you have to respect some things, of course, and probably it is the case that they want a little more chrome and this and that. And we make special versions that also concerning the like color and trim, the interior. There is different tastes.
But the car is
but the car itself, the way I look at it, I want to make a strong, typical Hyundai. And I want to make a car, no matter if it's for the Chinese market, for the Indian market, for the European or for the American, I want to make a car that I would want to drive. And I want to be seen in.
Yeah.
This is how I approach every project, and only then you come out with a good result.
Okay.
Because if you start and say, okay, it's only for the Chinese market, it's not, you know, like, that would be a big mistake to make, and I would never do this. And I have a high respect
All the markets.
of all those markets, and I have a high respect of the expectations and the demands that the people do there. And of course, we also have, like we are about to form another group of people in China who are, working on design also to understand the market better.